Hey guys, in this video I want to talk about 3 really practical strategies you can implement today in your detailing business if you have fewer calls coming in during the winter time than you're used to. What's going on guys? Luke here with Wilson Auto Detailing. I'm a pro detailer based out of Nashville, Tennessee. Now I normally don't do this, but as we're going into winter, I just want to have a business talk kind of face to camera to talk about things that you might want to be implementing here. Number 1 is what I call pre-selling winter detailing spots. So when I was in about year 3 of my detailing business many years ago now, literally over a decade ago, I saw that I had made about $65,000 for the entire year, and about $60,000 of that was from months March through November. In other words, the winter months here in Nashville, December, January, and February, only produced a total of $5,000 for literally the entire winter. So what that told me was that my business was super seasonal, and I wanted to figure out how to go from 5 grand to at least 10, 20, 30, 40, start to make some significant money and produce revenue in the winter months as well. But one of the ways you can create predictable revenue in the winter time, specifically for those of you, this is gonna be super easy if you have a really healthy maintenance list, is pre-selling winter detailing spots. What that means is you take the months leading up to winter time. Here in Nashville, it would be kind of October, November, and you actually start reaching out via your contact list to your customers who are either regular or they're at least regular enough to see you once or twice on an annual basis. So these are somehow people who come into your business at some regular level. And you can actually tell them, hey, listen, we're moving into the winter months. I know people don't think a lot about detailing in the winter months. We want to make it really easy for you. We're offering a 10% discount to anybody who books ahead. We only require a 25% deposit. Whatever the total cost of the detail is, they're going to pay 25% of that, lock in their spot. And you can actually begin to schedule out your entire winter detailing schedule before winter ever happens. That is what I started to do in about year 4 of my detailing business, where before December ever came, before January ever came, the entire month was booked out. And what happened was at that time, my business did slow down in the wintertime, so fewer calls did come in. But the calls that did come in the wintertime, there was a certain amount of urgency and kind of scarcity introduced in the phone call because my schedule was booked. They couldn't just come in at any time in December. And so it immediately allowed me to put them on a wait list for the springtime, which made them feel like my business was in high demand. They really wanted to get a detail done by me specifically. And a lot of those people who called in the wintertime became maintenance clients in the springtime because of that. Now, this second practical strategy is really important because a lot of people do this the wrong way and it kind of burns them out. We want to start thinking about holidays, buzzwords, seasonality, things that happen once a year that we all recognize that people do things like discounting around or free gift cards or whatever it is that causes people to buy. Some examples in the wintertime are things like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, the New Year, all that sort of stuff that all of us understand are times of celebration and people start to pull out their wallets because of that. We want to start to capitalize on some of that stuff. So once again, using a contact list that you have of emails, phone numbers, all that sort of stuff, offering very simple and subtle discounts in celebration of certain holidays or certain seasonal moments is a very easy way to get people to take action. Now, here's the key. A lot of people are very scared of discounting because detailing is a labor-intensive kind of labor of love, and you feel like you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot because you're discounting this really hard labor task, right, that you want to make full price for, and you feel like if you're not making full price for it, it's kind of hard to justify actually getting yourself to do it. I totally understand that, and at this point in my business, I don't offer discounts ever under any circumstances to anyone, okay? But that being said, when you offer a discount, it's important to understand that in the explanation of you discounting your services, you do not have to tie exact dollar amounts to what is being discounted. In other words, if you see an ad from Wilson Auto Detailing that says 15% off for anyone who books in the week before Christmas or whatever that is, it doesn't actually tell you what the price of the detail is. It just says that it's 15% off. The point of that type of language is that it actually gets people to take action. It gets people to get on the phone with you, talk through a detail, and of course claim the discount. But they never really knew what the starting price of the detail was. So what I am not saying is that you hike up all your detailing prices so that by the time they're discounted, they're the same as they were before. But what I am saying is in the beginning stages of your business, when you need those customers to take action and call you, this can be a really effective way to do it, and you don't have to actually give a final price until you've spoken with them and done your due diligence on the phone. So you're not technically in a position where you have to discount at this huge rate, these preset prices that people already know when they call you. There is some gray area here that can keep you motivated to do a really good job and to make sure that the customer gets a price that works for them, and this type of language gets them to actually take action. Now, this last one is going to sound kind of weird, but stick with me to the end so that you get the full picture here. Most of the time, when people are struggling to get customers, their immediate default in the detailing world is to start talking about all the features and all of the benefits and all of the things that the customer is going to get if they book a detail with them. And one of the not so intuitive things to think about when you want a customer to take action and say yes is to start thinking about what the customer fears. Sometimes we always want to sell by addition. So we try to tell you everything you're going to get, like I said, all the features, everything that's included. But selling by subtraction can work really well too. What I mean here is this. There are certain things that can happen to a car if it's not maintained, particularly in a season like a harsh winter. And some of those problems are problems of no return. Once they happen, a detailer can't actually go fix them, and it would be really expensive to go fix them at some sort of body shop. Those types of things are things that all of us fear about this car investment that we spent $50,000 to purchase, or we're paying a $500 note per month on. We want this thing to stay in good condition. And so harping on some of the things that we know you fear, I fear, naturally our customer fears regarding our car can be a great way to motivate them to take action, to get on the detailing schedule in the wintertime. For example, one of the things that I know I fear with my car in the wintertime is that the paintwork is going to start to get damaged as they've got salt on the roads. It's really cold outside. I'm not motivated to wash it. There's a bunch of surface dirt that sits there for like 2-3 months at a time. But hey, this is a new car. It's a car that I want to last. I want to make sure that it's in good condition. I just don't want to do it in the wintertime. So rather than talking about everything that's included in all of my details, I focus with the customer on things that they may not want to happen. Hey, a lot of people who avoid detailing in the wintertime end up having problems like this. Here's a picture. Here's a video. These are problems of no return. Even one detail in the wintertime can help prevent all of this. Sometimes we let our cars sit on the back burner, but at the end of the day, these are $50,000, $60,000, $75,000 investments that we do care about. And some of these problems, we don't really know we care about them until it's too late to fix them. Focusing on the things that we know our customers don't want to happen, particularly as they relate to the winter time, is a great way to get people to get on the phone with you. So guys, there you have it. 3 very practical communication strategies with different customers that can really help you stay booked in the winter time. If you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. If you're a professional detailer, or you want to be a professional detailer, or you're just slowing down in the winter time a lot and you feel like you don't have a mechanism to bring customers in, I'm going to have a link below where you can submit some of the information about where you're at in your business, or if you're starting your business, so that my team and I can look at it and see if we can help in any way possible. So if you want to use that as a resource for some free help, make sure to reach out via that submission form in the YouTube description box below. And as always, from Luke here at Wilson Auto Detailing, keep working hard, and I will see you guys in the next video.